It's San Diego. We're here. It's Entertainment Weekly at Comic-Con. Hello.
Hello.
It's Felicia. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome. How's things?
Thank you. I feel like I'm back. I feel like I planned all year for Comic-Con, so I don't know if I actually left from last year.
Are you still here from last year?
I feel like a part of my heart is always in Comic-Con.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're so closely associated with this culture, with this fan base and this audience. It must be interesting for you though to see how much it's grown and shifted and changed through the years.
I think it was my 6th year, and I think somebody asked me this morning what I thought the difference was this Comic-Con, and I think finally the mismatched pieces that have been struggling the last couple of years finally are one, and it feels much more unified to me. Like all the stuff that's going on at the con, on the floor, off-site, it feels like it's all blending together. People have patterns of behavior, and they're balancing it versus like, what's going on? What's over there?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way. Yeah, but there is a sort of, people say, how was Comic-Con? And I always say that, well, there's 10,000 different Comic-Cons. For the gaming kids, it was one thing. For the folks that came to buy, you know, Jack Kirby original art, it was this.
Yeah.
The people that came to see Hugh Jackman or, you know, whatever movie star, it's that. But you're saying that you think that now there's maybe a little more of a unified...
Yeah, I just feel like people now come with an agenda and they know kind of what, because really the gaming stuff is kind of new, the offsite stuff was kind of new the last couple of years, and you know, people didn't know exactly how to balance it all. I mean, I have my own offsite event. We have
tell us about that. Tell us about it.
We decided to, well, I wanted to fill the niche of the, hey, I just want to get away from the craziness for our community, because my web network, Geek and Sundry, we're on YouTube, and we make a lot of web series, and our community is really strong, vibrant, and this is one of those places where you're meeting people for the first time, and I wanted to make sure there's a really nice and fun place that they could go to just relax, not just have to plan a panel, just say, hey, I have 4:15 to 5:15 free, let's go meet up with some community members. So we have a site open up through Sunday at Jolt and Joe's, and we have tabletop gaming on one side and AMD gaming with Square Enix games on the other, and we're going to have community parties at night. It was just, you know, to me it's like my gift to the people who watch our stuff behind a computer, like come on out and just have some fun.
That's terrific. And then, and where is that place?
It's at Jolt and Joe's at J and 4th.
J and 4th.
Yeah,
okay,
upstairs.
Great. And then, you know, for folks that haven't checked out Geek and Sundry on YouTube, you guys have so much stuff there, and it's such a great, you know, sort of bounty of things. If someone is watching this and wanted to check it out, where would you suggest a couple places they might start?
I would definitely say go to geekandsundry.com. All of our shows are listed there, and we also have a new vlogger network that we launched, try to balance the geek world with the YouTube world. I mean, obviously, people associate Talking Heads with YouTube, but not necessarily geek from that perspective. So we have a whole bunch of vloggers who specialize in cosplay or comics or you know, all sorts of geek culture aspects, and they're all on a different channel. So it's kind of under the umbrella. Sure. Or you can go to youtube.com/geekandsundry.
Okay, terrific. And then that's not all you do. Well, and you got the Supernatural stuff. Tell us about that. That must be fun.
I was on Supernatural last season. Knock on couch that I'm coming back next year. We'll see. I have such an amazing time. I play a character called Charlie, who's kind of like the little sister to the guys. And you know, Robbie Thompson, the writer, has written all 3 episodes I've been in, and he just, like, every time a script comes in, I'm like, this is an amazing blessing. It's so fun to be a part of that cast and just have a really strong female geek character who's not defined by being a geek. She's a woman or a girl, but she happens to love geek things. But that cliche doesn't define her, and I just appreciate the sort of depth of character that they put on the page there, and I just love playing her. So cross fingers, I get to come back.
Well, you know, everything that you pursue, there's always a new challenge to it. Playing a character is very different than all the sort of stuff that we've seen you do most successfully. Did you find that you took to it right away, and how has that journey been for you? I
mean, every character is different. You just have to find that aspect of yourself that's inside you and just play that up. Play more to that strength. It's like a buffet. It's like just a little bit more potato salad on the plate.
I like potato salad.
Well, I'm not a potato salad fan, so.
See, so that's why we couldn't play the same
not
salad.
We're not friends.
We hate you. Get out. What about when you think about the rest of Comic-Con this year? Is there something you really want to check out?
Well, I love Saga, Brian Vaughan, the new comic by Brian and Fiona Staples. So I'm like stuttering thinking about the fact that I want
Brian K. Vaughan?
Yes, Brian K. Vaughan. I'm studying that I want to go and get in line, but it's not probably going to happen. But I would definitely freak out a little bit if I met him. I'm actually sweating. I'm sorry. Because I love that comic. I think it's really an amazing melding of sci-fi and sort of that relatable dialogue, almost Buffy-ish, but very witty, and it grounds it in a reality when you're seeing like crazy, you know, a cat, a giant cat, or like all these crazy people with horns, and it's just an amazing comic. And I also I wanted to meet Nick Spencer, who does Morning Glories, another comic that I absolutely adore.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's like Lost in a creepy boarding school. It's great.
Wow. Oh, I love Vaughn's stuff. I mean, Why the Last Man and Ex Machina is like my favorite comic book.
So Runaways too. I mean,
of course.
come on. So yeah, that's the cool thing about Comic-Con. Like, whatever sort of sub group or sub thing that you like, you're going to find the person who is the pinnacle of that.
That's right.
Here at Comic-Con. So even if you're just a huge fan of steampunk, which is not a huge subculture, but it's really strong, and you're going to be able to find people you will geek out over amazingly here at Comic-Con.
It's a place to be an outsider because you're with all the other outsiders, and therefore you're an insider.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. Well, we are going to go back to the con. And thanks for checking out EW's coverage. There's going to be more here at EW.com. And meantime, stay heroic. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.
Hey, I don't know.
It was good seeing you.
Good to see you.
I'll see you.